Good morning, third grade. It's Miss Barker from Syracuse Academy of Science and Citizenship. I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend and a great Monday. And yeah, so we're doing something a little bit different. And I think Mr. Roney created a video to tell you guys that we are doing something a little bit different. So this is going to be lesson 31 already. And we are going to start posting kind of the same amount of videos, maybe not as many videos, and then only one assessment a week. At least that's what I'm planning on doing. So you are going to get lesson 31 today, and I will post it, and I'm going to post however many videos it takes to complete lesson 31, and then when I'm done with lesson 31, you guys will have today, Wednesday, so tomorrow, and then Thursday to complete your videos, so you'll be able to watch all the videos in lesson 31, and then I will post an assessment on Thursday morning so you guys can complete the assessment that goes along with the lesson. So it'll be a little bit confusing for a little while because you're so used to me posting one video and one assessment every day, but this is kind of to limit you guys on all of the work that you guys have to do with all of your classes. So we hope that this helps a little bit, and yeah, so why don't we jump right in? We are starting to learn about shapes, and I'm excited. All right, so if you look here, we are going to start understanding properties of shapes. So it says, think it through. How do sides and angles help you name shapes? Okay, you can count the sides. The shape at the right has 1, 2, 3 sides. You can count the angles. 1, 2, 3. Now, angles are where each corner meets, so kind of like this. So if you look at our shape, and I will draw on it so you can see, there's a corner here, 1, 2, 3 angles. So we know that there are 3 angles. A shape with 3 sides and 3 angles is called a triangle. Okay, think, what are other ways we can describe sides of shapes? Some shapes have sides with all different lengths, like this one. This is different, this is different, this is different, and this is different. So, measure the sides of this shape. Use a centimeter ruler. Write the side lengths on the shape. All right, so some shapes have 2 or more sides that are the same length. Sides A and B of the triangle at the right are the same length. Side C is a different length than side A and B. Shapes can have all sides the same length. So, if you look at this, they're all the same length. Shapes can have opposite sides that are the same length. So here and here are the same length, and then here and here are the same length. So I'll erase those so we don't have them on our paper. Okay. So BD matches A and C, or A matches C, B matches D. Sorry, messed that up a little bit. All right, our next page. What are other ways to describe angles of shapes? Angles that look like corners of a square can be called square corners. So if you look, so they kind of match perfectly. Like one is straight line and one is straight line, and they meet. So that's what they call a square corner right here. And I'm going to draw a little square because it shows, if you look at it, this kind of creates a square in the corner. And that's kind of why they call it that. And I'm going to draw one over here too. Just like that. Perfect. Shapes can have some square corners, which we just drew and we just found that out. Now, a triangle doesn't always have one square, but this one does. This one has one square corner because it forms a square in the corner. A pentagon is a shape with 5 sides and 5 angles. This pentagon has 2 square corners. I'm going to show you 1, 2 square angles. Now, just because it has 2 square angles doesn't mean it's only 2 angles, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles, just like it says right here. Shapes can have no square corners. These don't really form a square, do they? No, they don't. Okay, so we're going to reflect on what are some ways you can describe shapes. So you can describe shapes by the number of sides that they have, the number of angles that they have, and you can also describe by their lengths, widths, or just their square corners, okay? So those are different ways you can describe shapes. All right, we are going into comparing shapes. All right, this is, gotta let the page load a little bit, that's okay. All right, let's explore the idea. You can compare shapes and put them into groups. The groups tell how many shapes, or how the shapes are alike. Use 2 red shapes to answer the problems 2 through 5. All right, so let's take a look at this. Which of the shapes shown has at least 1 square corner? Well, let's look at this. We have 1 square corner here. We have a square corner here, square corner here, square corner here, and a square, whoa, Miss Barker, that was quite the drawing, and 1 square corner here. Okay, so which of the shapes shown has at least 1 square corner? Well, both the triangle and the rectangle have square corners. Just like that. I'm going to make this a little bit wider so we can move this right down onto the line. Boom. Which of the shapes shown has all square corners? All square. Well, let's enter another writing here. The rectangle has all 4 square corners. Which of the shapes shown has some sides that are the same length? Some sides. What ones are they? If you said both of them, you are correct, because this one is the same as this one, and this one's the same as this one, and this one, and this one. So both shapes have some sides that are the same length. Can't type. It's okay. It's been a while since we've been typing, huh? All right, there's that one. Which of the shapes shown has the opposite sides that are the same length? If you said rectangle, you are correct, because this side is equal to this side, and this side is the same as this side. The rectangle has opposite sides that are the same length. You can name shapes that belong to a group. You can also name shapes that don't belong to a group. Use 2 blue shapes to answer 6 through 8. Okay, which of the shapes shown belongs to the group all sides are the same length? Okay, is it the rhombus or the triangle? Let's look at them. Do these all look the same length? No, they don't. Do these all look the same length? Yes, they do. So let's write it in there. Whoa, what just happened? Sparker lost her page here. There it is. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Sorry, guys. The page reset. All right. Which of the shapes shown belongs to the group all sides are the same length? We said the rhombus. The rhombus has all sides that are the same length. Which of the shapes does not belong in this group? That would be the triangle. The triangle does not belong in this group. And if you guys notice, I'm also using full sentences. So that way there we know, in case we have to ever write on our state test full sentences and they ask for it, we're showing our work. Okay, which of the shapes shown belongs to the group all sides are different lengths? Let's look again. All sides are different lengths. Well, let's look. If the rhombus has all sides that are the same, which one then has no sides the same? Well, we only have two options, so the rhombus isn't it, so it's got to be the triangle. So if we have to put in here, the triangle has different lengths, just like that. I really like this whole typing thing. I hope you guys like it a lot better so you can see my answers instead of me just talking and putting it on a whiteboard the whole time. Which of the shapes shown does not belong to this group? So if the triangle does belong to that group, we know that this group has to be the rhombus. Name a different group that both the triangle and the rhombus belong to. Let's think. Okay, so we had some sides are the same. We had all sides are the same. We had what else did we have? We had I think two of the sides are possibly the same. What else have we talked about? I'm trying to think. What else have we talked about that they might not have? What do they both not have? Square corners. All right, let's write that in our box when it loads. Right here. All right. Both have no square corners. Boom. Just like that. Nice job, guys. All right, our next page. We are almost done. All right, let's talk about it. Look at the two triangles shown on the previous page. Draw one triangle in each of the boxes below. Describe the sides and the angles of each triangle has in many ways. All right, I'm going to look on my paper because I have it in front of me, and then I'm going to draw it so you guys can see it. Okay, so I want to draw, I wonder if I can put in shapes. Ms. Barker's learning about this too, so bear with me. Doesn't look like I can, but I can draw it, so that's okay. Let's see. Let's make it black so we can see it better. Okay. That one was a little bad. We'll try that one. That's better. Okay, so now we need to describe this one. So somebody tell me, what does this shape have? Or what is it? Describe it. So let's look at it. We know that it has how many sides? 3 sides. There's one thing. Okay, what is another thing? It has 3 sides. Well, if it has 3 sides, it has how many angles? 3. 3 angles. What else? We have, looks like maybe possibly 2 of the sides are the same length. 2 sides are same length. Now, since I'm kind of listing these, you don't really need to put them in full sentences. You can just list, which is okay. 2 sides are the same length. What else are we missing? Do we have any square corners? Looks like we might have, let's do color red. Looks like we might have 1. Let's try it here. Looks like 1 square corner. So we'll write 1 square corner. And that looks like we're done for that side. And that's perfect because our video is going to end and I'm going to pick back up in just a moment.